Welcome back, YouTube fans, and this is my review of the Marvel Legends Infinity Series Star-Lord figure. Now, this is Peter Quill from the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie. This series had 6 figures, including him, Gamora, Rocket Raccoon, Drax the Destroyer, Nova of the Nova Corps, and a cosmic suit Iron Man. All the figures came with parts like this arm to make Groot. Now, all in all, these figures are okay. I do not think they're worth the $20 price tag that they're frequently marked for, but I found this one in a bargain rack in Target. So they're not terribly expensive if you can get them for the right price. The thing I see quite often, however, is people who have bought the figures, then taken the Build-A-Figure parts like this out, and are reselling those separately. To be honest, I don't really see why they do that, if they just want the Build-A-Figure parts for themselves, or if they just don't want the Build-A-Figure parts and are later reselling them, but keep them together, guys. It's not a complete figure if you don't include those. At any rate, this figure comes with a couple of accessories. One, an extra head, so you can have this face, though I prefer the mask. It looks better. The orb from the movie, which contains the Power Stone, a Walkman, and a pair of headphones, though they're not the greatest design ever, and 2 of his blasters. Now, the one problem I have with this figure is, while this hand works quite fine and dandy, this one does not. Holding the blaster is kind of tricky. Not sure if it's a hand molding part, but it's very loose and easily falls out. Now, I'm not saying it's bad, but it definitely doesn't deserve a $20 price tag. But especially for this. There are no extra optional hands you see with some other figures. Plus, the hands are very soft plastic. You can probably remold them by running them under some hot water and then holding them in the configuration you want until the plastic rehardens. But in general, I think they really need to include more hands with these, especially made of harder, stronger plastic than the softer vinyl they're using here. Speaking of softer vinyl, the legs are very mobile, as is this cape-like coat he's got. It's made of soft vinyl, as is this bag on the back, which is removable. And they are double jointed here, so you get a good amount of posability in the arms and shoulders. And of course there's a swivel joint here. So it's got some good posability, I have to say. The one other issue I have to say is that some of the joints are a little on the stiff side and also seem a little thinner. I'd worry about defects in some of these. It's probably okay, but I have to say these figures do raise some concerns with me. Overall, I think they're fine, but they definitely need some improvements, probably some better grades of plastic. And definitely some slight revisions on their joints, make them a little sturdier, and also hiding these pinholes. That is something I never like about American-made toys, is the pinholes you see. It just takes it out that these are the actual characters, just smaller. You can see the pinholes. You're going to get that with a lot of things, but the holes just seem superfluous. Either make the pegs full size so they completely fill the hole, or put a cap in it of some kind to hide it. At any rate, I would say it's definitely a decent buy, especially if you're going to get it on bargain, which is probably where you'll find it. If you're going to try and build the Build-A-Figure with it, you can do that. The Build-A-Figure parts seem about the same quality, so I don't think it'll be bad. The only Build-A-Figure I've ever done was Transmutate from the Transformers Beast Wars series. And I have to say, although it's a nice figure, it's got some serious issues in that it doesn't have much posability or movement, because all of its joints, aside from where it connects to the main body of the figure, are static and cannot move at all. And while that may be okay for a non-transformer like Transmutate, characters like this definitely need as much posability as the main figure. At any rate, Please like and subscribe and comment below. Check out my other videos if you could. It helps me out a lot. And share this with your friends. I'm also on Twitter. If you guys want to give me a shout, tell me what you think and get some feedback, I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.